Welcome to Mega Gaming. This review is going to be on a classic game that I had as a kid, and that is Doom. I'm going to be doing this based on the Ultimate Doom release. Ultimate Doom. You can pick it up on GOG. At the moment, if you buy it, you can also get Elder Scrolls Arena and Elder Scrolls Daggerfall added to your account for free. So quite the good pickup, considering the Ultimate Doom's only $5.99, and it's a very highly rated game. So what do you get with Ultimate Doom? You get all the episodes with the original release of Doom, 5 difficulty modes, an extra edition I flesh consumed. So it's basically the original Doom plus an extra episode. The game has 7 weapons, including the pistol, shotgun, and all the way up to the BFG. There's a machine gun. There's single player and multiplayer, and it's a first-person shooter if you're unaware of the game. Original Doom was released in 1993. Ultimate Doom was released in 1995. So, anyway, it's developed by ID Software, and Bethesda Softworks is the one that publishes it currently. So let's go ahead and get to the game, demonstrate some of its features, and discuss why this is a classic. Altogether there's 36 levels to go through. You have a variety of power-ups. All your information at the bottom of the screen. There's a few interactive elements like the barrels. And it is a 2.5D type game. Basically a bunch of 2D planes. They're mapped with a coordinate system as such where the 2D planes intersect, creating the facade of 3D. So let's say there's an enemy above you. If you shoot in the direction of it, as long as you're lined up with it from a 2D perspective, you'll end up hitting it. As far as the controls, they're very smooth, especially for a game this time. And even to this day, they're quite smooth and responsive. Even playing with just the keyboard, which for these style games you don't really need the mouse. The levels are designed in such a way where most of the time you're going through the level, the goal is to get a key card to access another part of the level. I am doing terribly. Oh, there's a strafe key. It is how not to do that. The first level is quite easy, and then the difficulty ramps up quite a bit from there. But it is a reasonable difficulty curve, especially if you're playing on a lower difficulty. Then each level tells you how many kills, items, and secrets you obtained. And then you move on to the next one. And it shows you on the end of the level map like where you're at as far as the levels in the specific episode. So yeah, the graphics are dated. However, they do look quite good still, even though they're highly pixelated. You can tell what everything is, and they do have a lot of old school charm to them. So yeah, most games this time you'd hang on walls and turning was slow. Not this one. You can turn quite quickly. It does a lot of tricks with the lighting effects and well, the appearance of lighting effects. A lot of stuff with textures and whatnot to create quite an immersive world that's believable despite being very simplistic on the graphics end by modern day standards. This is a game that set the bar for what a modern first-person shooter should be like. The multiplayer is also quite fun. There's deathmatch and there is co-op, as well as a variety of different mods that have been created by the community over time. There's also tons of custom maps, and it's very easy to make lots of changes to the game, because there's a lot of different tools for constructing levels, editing WAD files, which are what the maps and other game data is stored in, etc. Really is one of those games that's, even when I first got a copy of it, I'd also played Dark Forces and some other games. It's a game that's never been, at any point in time, the favorite game I had around to play. However, it's a game that I revisit more so than about any other game out there, with the exception of Legend of the Red Dragon, Acheron's Call, and Quake 3 Arena, and Quake 2, I should say. Really the first 3 games of the Quake series. It's one of those games that, with time, many games with time get old, dated, the gameplay style becomes outdated, or even tough to deal with. Oh. Forgot all about that. Area. So yeah, it really is a game that has aged quite well. It's been a variety of ports, but the PC version's been the best by far. It's a game that Meg was able to jump into and start playing right away despite not being the most skilled at first-person shooters. So it is beginner friendly. At the same time, put it on hard mode, it requires quite a bit of skill. And I just realized that I've been playing this without actually demonstrating the footage, so let's switch over. And anyway, I'll give a final review on this. As far as the final score, this is one of those games that's an all-time classic that sets the standards for how a first-person shooter should be. It's definitely not a perfect game, but it is up there as far as quality. It's an all-around great game that everybody should have in their collection, and as such I'm going to put it in the A- category. And I'll put it in that category. I'm going to put it, let's see, right below Dark Forces and right above Wolfenstein 3D. Dark Forces, Wolfenstein 3D, and Doom, as well as the first 3 Quake games, are 90s first-person shooters everybody should have in their collection if they enjoy first-person shooters, or just want to understand quality game design in general. So, I'm going to go ahead and mute the mic. Hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll go ahead and demonstrate some of the gameplay with sound.